Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. I forgot the name of the game for a moment. It's time to continue. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna record, but time will tell. Anyway, welcome back. It's been a couple of days since I last recorded the last one. I think by a couple of days I mean like 2, maybe 3. I've just been watching a lot of Resident Alien. Started watching a show called Future Man. And then I've got another show on my list of things to watch, and I can't remember. I think I do anyway. I'm just trying to keep myself busy with shows and shit while I wait until I can get my medical care for my my little condition that I've got that needs sorting. I needed a distraction for those things. I can't remember what else it was. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for time to pass as well, because I want to, oh, loads of bones. That'll be good for making a farm. Distraction because I'm waiting, like I said, for that treatment, but I'm also waiting for money, so I can, sort out the rest of the PC. Because, I got loads of PC stuff I wanna buy. Because this PC is starting to have issues. You may have seen it in the last video. And the audio started bugging out. Yeah, and recently I've been having issues where my mouse and keyboard, and my microphone and all that lot will just turn off because the USBs are starting to bug out. And they haven't done that in a couple of days. But the fact that they've started doing that tells me that I am reaching the point of no return with this PC. This PC is getting very, very old. Things are starting to fail. So I need to make absolutely certain that December I can upgrade my PC. Originally, I wasn't going to upgrade to Windows 10, Windows 11, but I think I will now. So what I'm going to do is, before I, wipe the hard drive here, on this computer, because I'm going to be moving everything from this computer over to the new one. Apart from obvious components like, you know, the RAM and shit, because can't use that. And then, yeah, I'll be, I forgot what I was saying. Then, and yeah, I think, because the only thing I need to, it's gonna be a little awkward, is moving the GPU. Because it means I've got to use this computer, this current one with the motherboard, to format my drive so I can move it into the new computer. Because I want to take the C drive of this computer and I want to use it as like a storage drive for video files, audio files, stuff like that. Because I'm going to be using an NVMe for Windows and for most of my games and for some video footage. But I also want to have some hard drive space for video footage that it doesn't need to be on an NVMe. Video footage that I'm gonna have for a while because it's a long series and it's gonna take me a long time to edit. So I'd probably move that footage over to an SSD. While footage for a video I'm gonna edit late in that day or late in that week can stay on the NVMe. So for instance, I currently still have footage from Palworld, which I recorded back in January, that I haven't edited yet. And that would be put on the SSD, rather than being on the NVMe. Because that's just space I don't need to lose, because of me not getting around to editing that series, because I just don't feel like it. So, I'm going to try and get started in building a house today. Because I figured, like, that's probably the best thing to do. I don't want to be too close to the village, and I don't want to just rely on them constantly for crops when I can make my own farm. And that's kind of the fun bit of Minecraft, is becoming self-sufficient. I just need to make sure I don't die before I can build somewhere. I am liking the look of down this way, because we've got water here. Sorry, Barry. So I've been playing quite a few Xbox games today. I've been playing 2. I'm playing this game called Sushi Rolling Hill. And I think that's gonna end up going on my best games in the year list. But that means now that I'm going to have to move the list around, so I got to move all the numbers around for, like, all of the games, and that's going to be a little annoying, but There could be a really quick way of doing it if I just like highlight every single thing from that track and then move it all one clip over. But we'll see. Editing the best games in the year video has been interesting because I keep adding games to it, and so I keep having to adjust positions. And the reason I started editing it so late in the year is because I didn't want to do what I'm doing now, which is constantly moving things, making it more work than it has to be. That if I just waited until like the final month in the year, and then started doing them all. But the issue with that is there are 3 games coming out, one of which I'm probably not going to play this year, which otherwise would definitely be on the list, which is Ream Fantasio, I think it's called. The reason I'm not playing Metaphor Re Fantasio is because I can't afford it. I'm even thinking about cancelling my Dragon Quest pre-order because trying to get this PC, I don't think I can afford to get the game as well. Just because it's impractical to think I can save 50 quid for a game when I'm trying to save up for a gaming PC. So I'm going to cancel that, and so Dragon Quest may not even end up on the list at the end of the year, but it might be ended up on next year's list when I do eventually buy it. Because the other thing as well is that next year, I got 2 games coming out in January and February, or 2 games coming out in February, which are Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. And so we have a bit of a problem with scheduling the amount of editing I'm going to have to do. I don't want to rush through either game, but I can imagine that it won't take me more than 3 weeks to beat Yakuza Like a Dragon Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii. Because I know that Kingdom Come Deliverance is definitely going to take me a lot longer, because it's going to be a much bigger game. So, we'll see how it goes. It should be interesting. Also, I've got D&D tomorrow night, so I just remembered I have D&D tomorrow. I'm playing Skyrim. I mean, I can always record after D&D, but my voice is going to be so worn out. Because the thing with D&D is you do so much roleplay that your voice, by the end of it, you're just like, I don't want to talk anymore. And with my character, Branche, he was a Argonian, and for like the whole session, gotta speak like this. And unfortunately, this is my 3rd character that I've made that speaks a bit more like this. Where all I'm really doing is adding a bit of a griff to my voice. And then it's already getting tired because I haven't warmed it up properly. That's the annoying thing about doing voices in D&D. If you pick a particular voice, you have to warm up before every session. And I constantly have to drink water. And I only really speak as that character in short bursts. Because my voice just gets so tired so quickly. Probably because I got poor technique. You know, like I said, this is like my 3rd character doing that kind of voice. The first one was a tiefling called Jonathan Mox. He was a warlock in the Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus campaign, which was really fun. Our friend Dan DM'd that one. And some unfortunate things happened to poor Jonathan, such as being cursed to constantly steal walking sticks whenever I've seen them. I'd have to roll a really high DC, and if I failed the DC, I'd have to steal on that walking stick. And then what else? Because I wanted to... And that was it, because I wished to be the greatest thief ever. And I became the greatest thief of walking sticks. Anyway, it's getting dark. I should really make a shelter before we die like we did in the last episode. Dig into a mountain. And then we'll use that as our... Oh. Let's dig into this over here. It's all gravel. Not ideal. Yeah, we're gonna dig down. We're safe now. It's very dark, but we're safe. We'll build a temporary underground home. And I won't dig up the bed this time, I'll actually leave the bed here. And then we'll come back from the bed once we build somewhere nearby. And then my second character with that voice, I just remembered what I was talking about, was Catalyst, something. And he was a paladin of vengeance. And his whole motivation was that he wanted to avenge the death of his best friend. What was his name? It was something... Preem? It was his dog. And essentially it was Latin for best boy. Or something like that. And so that's what his dog was called. It was Latin for, like, best boy or best dog or good dog. Something like that. And he wanted to get revenge because, he was an outcast. People in this village were terrified of tieflings. They didn't really understand them. And one thing led to another, and they killed his dog while he was out. He came back to find his dead dog, and then went on a murderous rampage as he tries to find the people that killed his dog. And that was his own... I have essentially made, without realizing it, D&D John Wick. And this was before I started watching the John Wick films. So, it wasn't even copying yet. It was actually unintentional. I already got a crafting table. Whoopsie daisy. Well, it's too late now, isn't it? The only problem with digging yourself underground is you don't know when it's become daytime. I don't have any sand to make glass. I mean, I could get some. It involves digging that way, or that way. I don't remember which way was the sand. Since we're going to be down here for a while, I may as well look for iron. So, I'm going to go dig for iron. Oh, that's actually scared me. Oh, Jesus Christ. And they say Minecraft is not a horror game. So you're wondering, why don't you use the copper? Because you can't do anything with copper, it's fucking useless. Oh no, I could smelt it for XP. That's a good idea, actually. You probably can't see it, but there's iron here. I can make a sword out of that, and I should be able to make an axe and a... axe out of that, and still have some left over. Right, I should have a dump hole. I should probably word that better than dump hole. A dump hole is just where you put your gubbins that you don't want. Haha, now I can track the only problem is because it's raining, mobs don't despawn because it's cloudy. They need to be in sunlight. So they will still be out there. So it's not completely safe to go out there just yet. We're not going to live here, but we will come back for these things that we might need. So I'm now a lot more defendable because I don't have any armor on. Other than these piss boots. It's not completely safe outside yet, so I'm gonna keep a sword out. I think what I like to do is, because fishing is a great source of food, but I also want plenty of grass so that I can, I mean, here's perfect, really. That way I can have, like, a back area and I can, oh, the sun's come out, brilliant. That I can, you know, swim out of, and it's got high ground here if I need to, like, build a you know, a staircase up to here. I think this is a pretty decent space. Keep in mind as well, I haven't built anything on this game in a very long time, so don't expect anything amazing. And as I said, don't expect anything amazing from this build. I used to do a building video, because it was heavily inspired by Nerdcubed. But the way that Nerdcubed would build things is so much better than what I can do, because I do not have the brain of an artist. I'm more like a toddler. Who can draw lightly with some crayons. That's about the level of extent I have of art skills. As my art teacher once told me in high school, Vaughan, even my 7-year-old nephew can draw better than you. I wish I was lying, my teacher actually said that to me. And she was not wrong. She was, in fact, very correct. I cannot draw. At all. maybe I've fucked up somewhere. Maybe this isn't... Oh, I see. I see what I've done. I see. I think what I've done is I'm like one off. So the wall is wrong. I'll fix it later. For now, I just want to get the house done so I've got somewhere safe to sleep. Maybe I should do planks on the top, just in it, and it is a bit of a difference. We'll see if that looks good or not when we're done. But I'm probably going to have to extend the whole building by 1 block long, just to fix the broken pattern I've done. Because I didn't count it properly when I built it, so it means that it's all kind of wonky. At least I think it is. Not 100% sure yet. So while I'm sat here, I'm just thinking like, what voice do I want to do for another D&D character? Because like the next D&D character I make, I kind of want to play as a blind. What's the word? Monk. Because I kind of want to do like a Daredevil, Matt Murdock inspired character. Where I play as like a blind martial artist. And I'm just thinking like, what voice do I want to give them? Because I don't want to go in the whole, I speak like this kind of voice again. Because for one, I want to break from doing that. And number two, it's kind of boring to just do the same voice every single character. Makes one of the characters kind of meld into one, and then the personalities get mixed up, and So I'm trying to think what would be the best way to do it. And I guess I just need to give him a very unique voice. So maybe I'll go with something... I mean, this isn't very heroic-like, but this could be a voice, I guess. My voice is breaking. I could even do something like, but maybe I could go and do this today. Kind of try and go a bit more, like, southern England. Oh, I got lost today. I was on my way home and I took a wrong turn. I got all lost. I'm not very good at voices or accents, by the way. But, I just want to spice it up, do something a bit different. And just, like, the way I say today is very different to the way I would say today in that voice would be. So I think it'd be fun just to do a voice like that, where I just do a very different accent. Because a fun one, of course, would be, like, to do something from, like, Hot Fuzz. Like, did you catch them killers then? Did you catch them killers then? Something like that, but I'm not very good at an accent either. Because, like I said, I'm not very good at accents. But I would love to, because my friends are Canadian and Australian. I think it would be really fun to throw some British dialects in there. Rather than just speaking my typical northern voice. Because I could go full northerner. I could imitate some of the women I grew up around. When they're like, oh, I don't care. Oh, I don't care. Could speak like that, which would be really fucking annoying. But it would fit an annoying character. Oh, what does the Scouser sound like? Like, oh, I don't care. Oh. But they make like a gross noise when they speak. I don't know. As I said, not good at accents. But it'd be pretty fun to throw some curveballs in there with some weird accents. I've always thought that'd be a good voice for a dog, To, speak like down here. Just be like, oh, you're my favorite. That sounds like something a dog would say. Like, you're my favorite. I love you. That's very doggy, you know what I mean? That's very dog. But that's the thing with D&D is speak of animals. I do DM a campaign, Fate of Eternity. So I could incorporate a lot of these voices that I work on and come up with for characters. Like, because sometimes I will just sit around my room, or like I'll walk around my room and I'll just practice the voice. Because why not experiment and like see what I can do? So, sometimes I may go for someone a bit more snobby. Or sometimes I'll go for someone a bit more like from the streets, you know. Or, I don't know. I just fuck around and see what comes out. And, you know, it's how I came up with my own man voice, where I'm just like, yes, we'll be right on our way. Sorry to get in your way. You know what I mean? That's kind of the fun of doing voices. Is you're gonna sound silly, you're gonna look fucking silly, you're gonna look fucking real stupid. But how do you think voice actors feel like when they're working on a new voice, when they're trying to like figure out a voice for a character? How do you think that the friends of voice actors, like for instance, consider someone like the guy who does the voice of Goofy, who weirdly enough also is a voice actor in the Yakuza series. Can't remember who he voices now, but I'm pretty sure that that guy appears in the Yakuza series. And imagine how goofy that Goofy voice was, you know? And what his family would say about that voice. Do you think they would say, oh, and that's going to be one of the most iconic voices in animation history? Do you think they'd say, oh, that's real fucking stupid. You sound so dorky. But, you know, that's the thing, is like, you never really know what's going to stick, what's going to land. So you might as well just, you know. At the end of the day, voice acting is just a fun job. When you're not stressing over it, so. As long as you're having fun doing the voice, I think the voice will be better. Because you're enjoying it. You're really getting into it, and if you're really getting into it, then I imagine the people listening will really get into it as well. Oh, my mate's Australian. Maybe I should try and learn how to do an Australian accent. Just have a character who's like, "You alright, mate? Yeah, mate. Yeah." Because I can't do an Australian accent. And I'd probably like really ham it up as well just to piss him off. Because that's what you do with friends when they have an accent. You do it to piss them off. Like, I've heard my friend Gig do a British accent, and it is not good.
Welcome, Simon. Why don't you sit over there?
Next to Echo? Be happy to.
How did you know her name is Echo?
Her name is Echo? What a coincidence. We call all the lassies Echo back in jolly old England. Lovely to make your acquaintance.
I think I see where it's gone wrong. My house needs to be one more over. I can see the issue now. Because you can see over here, it goes 1, 2. But then over here, it goes 1, and then the 2 is here. So the house needs to be one more over. And if anything looks wrong from the outside, I'll fix it later. It's not really important to fix right now. Now that should be better. Yeah, that is better. Not perfect, because there is another mistake I've made here. Which is right here and here. Yeah. No. Maybe the house wasn't off, and it was just the pattern that was off. And now I've extended the house by 1 for no reason. I am so confused. I think I understand now. I think I understand. Okay. This is something for future Vaughan to fix. Because, I don't want to. The pattern should be here. I don't understand though. How is it right over here? But it's wrong over... It's because I broke the pattern doing the glass. But now that I've seen this, I kind of hate it. I think I will need to come back and fix this at some point. Probably not today, because I want to finish up recording so I can come off of this and take a break. But I will fix this. I may even fix this off video, just in a it's done. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next episode. Sorry if the whole pattern thing is annoying you. It's annoying me. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.